Hello, Chole Okutepa is my name and I'm excited to answer your questions on our platform today. So I'm going to deal with one simple question today and just try my best to lay out the cards on the table the best way I can. So many people have sent us this question dealing with someone wants to come into your life, they already have a child either from a previous marriage or with somebody else, and you're just wondering, what do I do? Okay, what you have to do is the regular thing anybody does before they accept or approach other persons to have a life together. You need to make all the considerations that I've always talked about. You need to think through your decision and not just follow your emotions. Thinking through your decision means you are looking at them and actually asking the future question. You are going into their convictions, you are going into their plans, you are going into their agenda for the future. But now you have a little extra bit of a different thing coming in. They have a child. That's a big deal because it takes you to the question of who is the mother or the father of that child? What's the nature of the relationship that produced the child? What is the nature of the relationship after the child was born? Who is the child with? What kind of rights exist when it comes to rights of the parents towards that child? How have they been able to manage those rights? When you put all of that on the table, then you begin to understand that there's likelihood of a great or small or no interference at all with the marriage you want to have with them. So you need to answer those questions. So let me take some of them. Number one, who is with the child at the moment? Is it the partner you want to go with that's with the child or the other partner? If the other partner is with the child, what does your partner do to maintain communication with that child or with that person? Is their relationship still within the realm that I'll call vital connection or a lost connection? Were they dating? Were they married? How far is the child between them joining them? Because what happens for a lot of people is you get into a relationship or marriage and later you realize that the connection is still so vital and the relationship gets restored every now and then. For some good cause, they couldn't be together or can't be together, but you know that interference begins to happen with your marriage or your relationship because you didn't deal with these factors. The other thing you must take note of and very clearly is what is their attitude of responsibility towards their own child. You may discountenance it just because you feel you are in love, but that's a big clue to you whether they are responsible people or not. Because it doesn't matter what happened between them and the other partner who produced the child, it's important how they treat, perceive, and handle the existence of that child who is their child. Because you are going to have children with them. You are going to expect them to be responsible on several counts, on several notes, several times in life. And if they don't act responsibly towards a child they have, don't deceive yourself. What goes around is going to come round. The other thing you need to consider is, are you even ready to be a step parent? A lot of people step into marriage without thinking about this. Are you ready to be a stepmother? We have all manner of bad stepmothers, stepfathers all over the world. Are you ready to take another person's child as yours? Are they going to live with you if you stay together? Have you considered these things? I mean, how are you going to be a step parent? What decisions do you have? Are you going to have your own children? If you have your own children and this is a stepchild, do you have the character to manage a home with another child that is not your biological child? Will this betray your faith, your Christianity, or the standards you uphold? Have you thought about this critically? You need to critically think about this. The other thing you need to think about connected to parenting is, how does your partner treat you, or do they have the maturity to balance being a parent to a child that's not yours and being in your life at the same time? Because what happens in most cases, you see people, okay, they get married and the child comes in, then the father or mother begins to act like, no, you can't cross certain lines with that child. Both of you need to have the same attitude that treats this child like your child, even though the other partner to the child is not in that house. So there needs to be that maturity that you know that this man or this woman has the capacity to love you, treat the child like your child, allow you the liberty to parent the child. Not that every time you kind of rebuke the child or correct the child and your partner is acting up, that's automatically going to destroy your unity as a couple. So these are factors you must consider. You need to consider these factors. Don't just because you feel this way or feel that way, not go into the core of these questions. These are just a few questions on the subject, and I think that you need to think about these things when you want to date a person who's got a child, either out of another marriage or just like that. All right. God bless you. I hope you continue to watch our channel and just get blessed every other day.